Everybody likes the nice guy, but do they always win? Wrong. Welcome to the Soulmate Sessions channel, where we dive deep into the world of love, relationships, and self-improvement. In today's episode, we're tackling a common yet misunderstood concept: the habits that nice guys need to stop doing. Let's start with a fundamental question. Who is a nice guy? On the surface, a nice guy is someone who is agreeable, gentle, compassionate, sensitive, and emotionally available. These are admirable traits that can form the foundation of healthy and loving relationships. However, in certain contexts, the label nice guy often carries a negative connotation, describing a person who is overly accommodating, lacks boundaries, and places the needs of others far above their own. Let me be clear from the outset. This video isn't about encouraging men to be mean, dismissive, or disrespectful, especially not toward women. Instead, it's about recognizing and eliminating counterproductive habits that nice guys often adopt, habits that cause them to be overlooked, disrespected, or undervalued in both romantic and social relationships. So, if you've ever felt like you're always ending up in the friend zone, or if you've wondered why so-called bad boys often seem to succeed where you don't, this video is for you. Today, we'll uncover those detrimental habits and provide actionable insights to help you transform your approach to relationships and self-worth. Let's begin by looking at the core characteristics of nice guys and why their well-intentioned behaviors sometimes lead to less than ideal outcomes. Characteristics of the nice guy. Nice guys often believe that their kindness and care will naturally lead to fulfilling relationships and a life filled with love and happiness. While this belief isn't inherently wrong, it can become problematic when paired with certain tendencies. 1. Overextending kindness. Nice guys often go above and beyond to help others, even strangers, in an effort to demonstrate their value. While generosity is admirable, overextending yourself can come across as inauthentic or even desperate. 2. Avoiding conflict. Nice guys tend to shy away from confrontation, choosing instead to remain silent or passive when they disagree with others. This reluctance to engage in healthy conflict can make them seem indecisive or lacking in conviction. 3. Seeking approval. Nice guys often crave external validation, relying on the approval of others to feel good about themselves. This dependency can lead to people-pleasing behavior and a loss of individuality. 4. Emotional dependence in relationships. In romantic relationships, nice guys may become overly reliant on their partners for emotional support and validation, creating an unhealthy dynamic where their self-worth is tied to the relationship's success. If any of these traits resonate with you, don't worry, you're not alone. The good news is that these habits can be unlearned and replaced with healthier, more empowering behaviors. Let's dive into the habits nice guys need to stop immediately. Habit number 1. Stop being a people pleaser. One of the most common traps nice guys fall into is the need to please everyone around them. From friends and colleagues to romantic interests and even strangers, the desire to make others happy can become overwhelming. When you're younger, it's easy to believe that being well-liked is the key to success and fulfillment. You may go out of your way to accommodate others, thinking that doing so will earn you their respect and admiration. But as you grow older, you begin to realize an important truth. You cannot please everyone. Trying to be everything to everyone often results in the opposite outcome. You may find yourself stretched too thin, constantly chasing approval, and ultimately feeling unappreciated and unfulfilled. Worse still, people may begin to take advantage of your willingness to please, leaving you feeling used and undervalued. Here's the hard truth. If you prioritize everyone else's needs above your own, you'll never truly be happy. Instead, you'll set impossible standards for yourself, eroding your self-esteem and leaving you resentful. What's the solution? Start by recognizing that your worth isn't determined by how many people you please. While it's important to show kindness and care to those who matter most, family, close friends, and romantic partners, you don't need to extend that same effort to everyone you meet. Establish clear boundaries, and remember that it's okay to put yourself first. Habit number 2, stop agreeing with everyone and everything. Nice guys often avoid disagreement at all costs, believing that harmony is more important than expressing their true thoughts and feelings. However, always agreeing with others, whether it's out of fear of conflict or a desire to be liked, can diminish your individuality and make you seem inauthentic. Your opinions matter. Your voice deserves to be heard. And contrary to what you might believe, expressing disagreement doesn't have to lead to arguments or hostility. It's entirely possible to disagree respectfully and constructively. The next time you find yourself in a situation where your perspective differs from others, take a deep breath and speak up. Start by saying something like, "I see where you're coming from, but I have a different perspective I'd like to share." By doing so, you assert yourself without being confrontational. Remember, strong, confident individuals, whether in the workplace, in social settings, or in relationships, respect those who stand by their beliefs and values. Don't be afraid to take a stance, even if it's unpopular. Habit number 3, stop saying yes to everyone. The inability to say no is another hallmark of the nice guy. Whether it's agreeing to a favor, taking on extra responsibilities, or accommodating unreasonable requests, nice guys often say yes to avoid disappointing others. But here's the thing. Every time you say yes to something you don't truly want to do, you're saying no to yourself. You're sacrificing your time, energy, and resources for the sake of others, often at your own expense. Learning to say no is a powerful skill that can transform your life. It allows you to prioritize your own needs and goals, set healthy boundaries, and avoid being taken advantage of. For example, imagine you're on a date and your companion orders the most expensive items on the menu, knowing you're the one footing the bill. Instead of silently going along with it and jeopardizing your finances, you can politely say, "I didn't plan for this expense today. If you'd like to order those items, you'll need to cover the difference." If the person reacts negatively, that's a clear sign they don't respect you or your boundaries. And it's better to know that sooner rather than later. The bottom line? Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-respect. Practice it often. Habit number 4, stop letting people cross your boundaries. One of the most damaging things a nice guy can do is fail to enforce boundaries. When you allow others to cross the lines of respect, trust, and fairness, you're essentially teaching them that it's okay to treat you poorly. Let's get one thing straight. Being nice doesn't mean being a doormat. People will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. If you consistently let others take advantage of your kindness, they'll continue to do so, whether intentionally or not. Here are some common scenarios where boundaries are crossed. At work, a coworker takes credit for your ideas, leaving you feeling unappreciated. In relationships, a romantic partner ghosts you or cancels plans without explanation, showing a lack of consideration for your time. With friends, a friend consistently borrows money and never pays it back, knowing you won't push the issue. In each of these cases, the solution is the same: speak up and enforce your boundaries. For example, if a coworker steals your idea, address it directly in a professional manner. "I want to clarify that the idea you just mentioned was actually one I shared earlier. Let's make sure credit is given where it's due." If someone ghosts you, don't let it slide. Call them out respectfully. "I noticed you didn't show up for our plans without letting me know. That's disappointing, and I'd appreciate better communication moving forward." Standing up for yourself isn't about being rude or confrontational. It's about demanding the respect you deserve. When you assert your boundaries, you'll find that people begin to treat you with more consideration. Habit number 5, stop ignoring manipulative behavior. Manipulative people often target nice guys because they see them as easy to control or exploit. Whether it's a coworker offloading their tasks onto you, a friend pressuring you to do something you're uncomfortable with, or a partner guilt-tripping you, manipulative behavior thrives when it goes unchecked. The first step in combating manipulation is recognizing it. Some common tactics include guilt trips, making you feel bad for not doing something they want; silent treatment, withholding affection or communication to punish you; gaslighting, making you question your perception of events or reality; flattery or overpraise, using compliments to sway your decisions. Once you identify manipulative behavior, it's crucial to address it directly. For example, if someone says, "I can't believe you won't help me with this after everything I've done for you," you can respond, "I appreciate what you've done for me in the past, but that doesn't mean I'm obligated to do this." By calling out manipulation, you send a clear message that you won't tolerate such tactics. Habit number 6, stop settling for less than you deserve. Many nice guys settle for relationships, jobs, or friendships that don't truly fulfill them. They convince themselves that something is better than nothing, even if that something doesn't align with their values or aspirations. But settling for less than you deserve ultimately leads to dissatisfaction and resentment. You deserve relationships where you're valued, careers that inspire you, and friendships that uplift you. Don't let fear of rejection or failure hold you back from pursuing what you truly want. Ask yourself, am I in this relationship because it's what I want, or because I'm afraid of being alone? Am I staying in this job because I'm passionate about it, or because I'm afraid of change? Do my friendships bring joy and support into my life, or do they drain my energy? If you find yourself settling, take steps to make a change. It might be uncomfortable at first, but the long-term rewards are worth it. Habit number 7, stop prioritizing others at your own expense. Being selfless is a wonderful quality, but it becomes problematic when you consistently put others' needs ahead of your own. Nice guys often neglect their own well-being to accommodate others, leading to burnout, resentment, and even health issues. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Prioritize your physical, emotional, and mental health by setting aside time for self-care, pursuing hobbies you enjoy, and building a support system of people who genuinely care about you. Habit number 8, stop avoiding tough conversations. Nice guys often avoid difficult conversations because they fear conflict or rejection. However, avoiding these discussions only prolongs problems and creates misunderstandings. Whether it's addressing an issue in your relationship, asking for a raise at work, or confronting a friend who has wronged you, tough conversations are a necessary part of life. They're also an opportunity to strengthen your relationships and assert your needs. Here's how to approach tough conversations effectively. Prepare in advance. Know what you want to say and how you want to say it. Choose the right time. Find a moment when both parties are calm and open to discussion. Use I statements. Focus on how you feel rather than placing blame. For example, say, "I felt hurt when you canceled our plans without telling me," instead of, "You're so inconsiderate." Be willing to listen. Communication is a two-way street. Give the other person a chance to share their perspective. Tough conversations may be uncomfortable, but they're a sign of maturity and self-respect. Habit number 9, stop expecting rewards for kindness. One of the most harmful mindsets a nice guy can have is expecting recognition or rewards for their kindness. When you do something nice for someone, it should come from a place of genuine care, not a hidden agenda. Expecting something in return for your kindness sets you up for disappointment and can make others feel manipulated. Instead, focus on being kind because it aligns with your values, not because you're seeking validation or reciprocation. Habit number 10, stop suppressing your masculinity. Finally, it's important to embrace your masculinity. Nice guys often suppress their assertiveness, confidence, and ambition out of fear of being seen as too much. But masculinity, when expressed in a healthy and respectful way, is a powerful force that can help you succeed in all areas of life. Masculinity doesn't mean being domineering or aggressive. It means being confident in who you are, standing up for your beliefs, and pursuing your goals with determination. Embrace your strengths, and don't shy away from taking the lead when the situation calls for it. Being a nice guy isn't a bad thing. In fact, the world needs more kindness, compassion, and empathy. But being a nice guy doesn't mean sacrificing your self-worth or allowing others to take advantage of you. By letting go of these harmful habits, you can become a strong, confident, and respected individual who is still kind and caring, but on your own terms. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to Soulmate Sessions, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and help each other grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.